G'day race fans, it's Adrian here. Welcome back to Just a Ride, where I am shortly about to start the construction of the engine case that I've got back from the Vapor Blaster. Little updates first, of course. Yes, the frame's back from the powder coater. Pause for dramatic effect. Yeah, that's right. It's very red. Thank you. You probably didn't know it when you dove into this journey with me, but yeah, I'm the type of bloke who would paint a bike frame red. Welcome to Just a Ride. It's very red. I love it. It's exactly what I had envisioned when I dropped it off to the powder coater. So burly powder coating. Hat tip to you guys. Excellent work. Yes. Also, the tank is prepped as no colour. A couple of pictures, before and afters. That was about, I don't know, 2.5 hours, I think, in the sun, in the back of my ute, with paint stripper, which is a great product. It gives you this, plus a little bit of elbow grease. So that was probably about, I don't know, 18, 20 hours ago. I can still smell paint stripper, even though the tank is beneath me, yes, but eating breakfast this morning, it smelled like paint stripper. So I think there's something in that for all of us kids. So that tank will go off to my work next door neighbour, who is a panel beater, who tells me he can just iron out some of those bumps and lumps. I was a little surprised to see how much bog was actually in it, so he said he'll tidy that up and prep it up for painting, which I'm going to do. I think it's a point of over-capitalisation with these bike builds. If you just start throwing, hundreds of dollars at every tradesman left and right, come on guys, there has to be something that, it's got to have my mark on it. I've got to lift my leg on it. And painting it with a 2-pack rattle can is the way I'm gonna go. Have done a couple of bikes with 2-pack rattle cans, and I know it sounds a bit sort of, it's a bit heinous, isn't it, creatively? But it's where I'm at, and it's what I'm gonna do. And I think the emphasis is on the frame. So the bike colour is gonna be as dull and as muted as I can get a colour to be. And the emphasis, easy for me to say, the emphasis is on the frame, bing, popping and singing, and the tanks and the shrouds and guards and things are a relatively subtle, muted tone, all one colour it will be, which makes it easy for me to paint. So yeah, the bottom end is going to go back together. I think it's only just and fair that I glove up, people. I rarely do this, and these probably won't last the duration of this clip or this next little bit of work that I'm going to do on my bench. But it's a gesture, isn't it? I'm starting with the gloves hermetically sealed. Oh, I just don't get these things. Really? It's like a vacuum. Just get on the head. Alright. Okay, hermetically sealed, ready to go. Bit much? Okay. Woohoo! Out of here. Here we go. Apologies for the last video too. I forgot to turn one GoPro on, which I was doing a lot of talking and showing of things too, and I could only share half the bloody story. I'm an idiot. Sorry. Is going. Woohoo. Okay. I have the bottom end here all ready to be assembled. This is where my OCD pays off, guys. Okay. Transmission. This guy. Okay. Okay. One piece of advice I was given by a mechanic when it comes to the reassembly of an engine. Don't be scared to use plenty of this. It's grease, isn't it? It's grease. It's not strawberry jam. Another one of my OCDs was... Oh, doesn't work. Gloves on, you idiot. Oh, you're not seeing that number. One of the things I did do quite diligently and earnest when stripping an engine down, take a ton of photos for this very moment. So where have I got? Bottom end. Where's my bottom end? Right there. Little reference. Hey? Let's zoom in on that. Let's just put that right there. Happy days. This is crazy. Okay, that looks like me. Yep. Nah. Hey? That's why you take the pictures. Look at that. Yep. That's it. This is the unique thing that I'm experiencing because of a horizontally split case. This shift drum transmission sort of whole assembly is usually a damn sight easier when you're just dropping the shafts in vertically, instead of having to work horizontally. So it's need about 19 pair of hands, and the Kickstarter needs to try and stay in place as well. Yeah, best of luck. Yeah, it's easy, isn't it? That goes forward. Okay. Yep. And yep. Yep. Woohoo. Push that out. Get it there. This is hectic. I've got dowels, I've got bloody pins, I've got all sorts of stuff trying to marry up here. Whilst fighting gravity the whole bloody time. This is ridiculous. This is crazy hard. Oh, what? Yeah. It's always good to have a steady work base, isn't it? Yes, Adrian. Oh, wow. I just can't tell you. There's some progress here. There we go. Yes. Right. Now, do I have the shifter fork tabs located correctly? That's a very, very good question, isn't it? Yep, see that one? Oh, the front one. There's really no way, other than the fact that it did drop into place, to assume that it's in place. Too good to be true. captured in the ceiling. Holding that in place. Ow. It's hurting, but it's there. Yep. Okay. Shift fork. Get forked arms. That's what they're called. They're terrible thing. This is easy, mate. Hey, it's easy. That needs to be bloody. Oh yeah, it's happening. This is not easy. Oh wow. Okay. I got it. Whew. The glasses were fogging up, the bells were ding-donging. It was bloody all happening. There we go. Okay. So it has seated. Got that. Got that. Oh, don't tell me that's... Oh no, yep, that's seated in the ceiling of the top half of the case. Okay. I think about now putting a couple of case bolts through this thing so I can get that spring on the Kickstarter mechanism, because I was trying to do it earlier with no bolts in the case and it was stressing the hell out of it and opening the case up, so I don't want to upset it. Now it's just bloody awkward and heavy and I'm all messed up. Hang on, people. Get organised, shall we? Hey? I think I have to go upside down now. It's upside down, Miss Jane. Only of those in Australia would have got that joke. Okay. That looks good. Good. Yep. Race fans, the good and the bad, right? So straight, this is where I'm at. It's been about 6 hours since I pressed record on the GoPro, and about 4 of those hours have been attempting to get this top case aligned onto this bottom case, and it is just not happening. It's at this point one thinks, has he bitten off more than he can chew? Possibly, because I've been chewing for a while and I haven't got anywhere. So all I can do is just keep chewing. I'm gonna leave it for the day, leave it for the night, rest, come back, think about it a little more. But yeah, this is the perfect demonstration example of me not being a mechanic. It's obviously something that I'm missing, at this stage, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I suppose, I knew too well when I turned that first spanner on this bike. I think it was the seat pan, 12mm seat pan bolts came out. I knew that there was going to be points that are hard and are tough, and you're banging your head against a wall and you don't know what the heck you're doing. So yeah, like I said, I knew that going in, and I'm cool with that. I mean, it sucks that I've been stuck here for half the day, not being able to align these cases, but it's a part of the journey, isn't it? You know, and it'll make for a bloody yoo-hoo when it does go in. Let me tell you, yeah. Hey, just trying to align about 7 things which all actuate and move, and trying to get like 7 things in a row with only 2 of these buggers. Yeah, there'll be a way. There will be a way. I'll get there. So my general issue here is, let me get a pointer. I have a recess in there and a recess in here, which is where the fork drum, sorry, the shifter drum forks locate. Yeah, these guys here, and they actuate the gear changing. So it's just these guys just slipping like that. That's what's killing me. And then it's trying to line it up with those, and the dowels, and the springs, and everything else there as well. And and this is the Kickstarter, which has that little spring thing there, which sits the other way. Adrian, you fool. That little guy sitting in the ceiling of the top case is also another thing that I'm trying to line up. Easy much? This is hectic. I'm straight, people. Okay, so I've actually had a few points where I've got the top case and the bottom case and the 77 things that have to align. I've actually got it a few times, right? Which is a joy in and of itself. Then you go to put your hardware in, put the case bolts in, tighten them up, everything freezes. So I've got something relatively concerning. It's really hard when you don't know what the hell you're doing, so you don't know what you're looking for. So all you're trying to look for is something that's just unique or different, or I don't know. You're bumbling in the night. But what I have found is on this, I believe this is the primary drive. No, counter shaft. And primary drive is what the front sprocket connects to. So the counter shaft has this little cap with a dowel locating hole in the, that's one of the 77 things that I had to get in, which I got in, yeah. But you put this on and it's really stiff. That last bit's too stiff. And it just doesn't want to rotate in that, on the cap. Obviously the cap's going to stay still because it has a dowel in it. As an example, this one here, let me just pop that off. That sucks. That way. As an example, people. And that goes there and that moves into that. Yep. This is the cap on the primary drive. The same thing, right? Cap's on there, but then you can spin it in the cap. I cannot spin it in this cap. That's concerning. This is off to now some professional help to tell me even that first cog is stiff. Something's happened there. It's very worrisome. And at this point here, you know, I've been really frustrated and full of angst in the last sort of 9 hours because I'm like, I feel kind of obliged to you guys to share this, but at the end of the day, I'm doing this for me, and if this is doing my hitting and I want a couple of days rest, I'm going to have a couple of days rest, people, for my own mental health. I'm waving the white flag, people. It's a bit too hard and it's a bit too gnarly right now, so I'm hitting the pause button. I'm going to clear the head for a couple of days, talk to Jeff Bailey and Andrew at Full Noise Motorcycles, and work some of my problems. And yeah, that's what I've got to do. I've just come to this massive impasse. Things aren't doing what they need to do inside that engine case as I'm tightening the cases down. So yeah, it's a hit the pause button, and it's a peace out, be safe, be happy.